welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with some makes that I have made from scrapbook paper ready for junk journals. This is everything here, but what I will do is take it all off and just go through it quickly one at a time, just because it tends to look a bit messy if I leave everything here. So I'll take these off. So I hope everybody's well. It's lovely to see I've had some new subscribers. I'm nearly at 2,000, so I'm really happy that whatever I'm bringing you, obviously some people really do like. So we'll start with these. These are little booklets that I've made. I'll link down below all the tutorials I've used. For this one, it was a tutorial by Roxy Creations, and it's using In Love Arts dies, which these are the dies here. You get your front cover, and it also obviously doubles up as your back cover, and then you get the 3 tabs which go at the side, top, middle and a bottom, and then you just make 2 of those. So you use those to cut out, and what they actually make is these really lovely little booklets. Like I said, everything today is the theme is from scrapbook paper because I've got a bit of a job lot of it in, so I wanted to use it up. I've done a few Christmas themed ones. That's these here. Some are in bright, so for example these 2 are quite bright. You just die cut everything out, and obviously here that's your front cover, popped in different papers. Then you've got your tab, some more papers, the middle tab, more papers, and your end tab and some more papers. There's plenty to write in. I'm actually going to sell these as personalised. I'm going to pop a little die cut on them, and then people can choose whatever name that they want on them. So there's a couple of modern Christmassy ones. This is my favourite out of the Christmas ones. It's me kind of colours, very vintage, red, muted, green, traditional, and obviously this gorgeous brown colour. There's a very traditional poinsettia one there, and obviously just again different papers that match the cover. And then I did a couple of nothing to do with Christmas. This I did actually do the front cover twice. I made the first one out of vellum, some patterned vellum I've got. Just thought that looked quite floaty, a bit like butterflies. And these ones I decided not to put the tabs in. I just wanted to put extra papers so you can do lots of decorating or writing, depending. So there's 2 of those. And this one I'm going to make for either anniversary or wedding or something like that, possibly a guest book even, and again that'll just have somebody's initials popped on there. So that's In Love Arts. While I was actually putting them together with the ribbon, I happened to turn it that way and thought, oh, actually it could make a notepad. So to make a bit more out of the use of the die, I obviously chopped it again. If I get the front cover I can show you. It's quite a mess around here, but anyway. So if you look at the die, all I did was turn it that way, and then I decided I would just chop off here and here, you know, up the side, and it just made a really narrow one. I haven't finished it yet. I've got to pop a strip across there and some ribbon, and this is just for me a little scrappy papers notepad which I'll either pop in a journal pocket or I might just use for me. So that's that. So like I said, that's In Love Arts dies, and that's with Roxy Creations. Then I made some of these. These are, let me think, junk journal treasures I've had the tutorial from. I'll link this down below if you want to make them. These are so easy, they're self-explanatory. It's basically a piece of 6x6 scrapbook paper. You fold it over, not all the way obviously, just to there, glue the top and the bottom, and it makes a lovely pocket. So if that was on a, let's pretend this was a journal page, you could pop it on there, and then you've got a tuck for there. You could just glue the top and the bottom, and then you'd have a tuck there as well as there. Or the other thing is just pop them on as a floating pocket with a clip, because obviously they're really pretty that side, so it's quite nice to use them. So these are the ones I did for that, just different scrapbook papers. Some of them I just left as they were. You see the white, you folded it over because I thought that looked quite nice with this design. But then there were some papers, for example, that one, and this one, that I just felt looked better with coffee dyed rather than the harsh white. So I'll just pop coffee dyed paper there. I really love how these have turned out. I love having things ready to go in a journal when you want to decorate and you just want to make it, that you've already got some pre-made ephemera. The only difference to this was this one, which was double-sided scrapbook paper. Obviously that had a pattern there as well, and I think that just looks lovely if you're just popping something in. It just means you didn't have to have plain paper, and it looks really pretty. Well, I think it looks really pretty on a page. So that is Junk Journal Treasures. I'll list her down below if you needed the tutorial at all. Next one is Camellia Craft Designs. Again, using the scrapbook paper, I made 4 of these. Again, I'm going to sell them by and pop a little die cut on to personalise them. Obviously, I'll only open one. They're all, you know, variation on a theme. Let's see, which one should we open? I'll open this one. It's probably a bit easier. Just pop different ribbons that coordinated with the scrapbook paper. Well, I've said this one's going to be easier, but it probably isn't going to be, is it? Oh my goodness. Right. Fiddling around. There we go. So you would undo your ribbon. And obviously this is 2 pieces of scrapbook paper that I've glued together, so it makes a lovely robust cover. And then obviously coordinated the inside of the covers. And then just a variety of different papers that just go. Obviously whoever had it could decorate that up further, or use it for your Christmas lists or diary, journal about your Christmas, anything you liked. They're really easy, just a 6x6 paper folded in half, double side, you know, glued together. So that's the 4 of those. I like this one as well, actually. I like the traditional colours on that. Camellia Craft Designs, I will list that down below if you want to do the tutorial. Then I've got my Tsunami Rose, one of my favourite crafters. This, because obviously the theme of this is all scrapbook paper as opposed to digis. And these are banners that she gave a tutorial for. Some of them she stapled and some of them she glued. And then when it comes to decorating in a journal, you know, you'll pop that there and it would be, for example, you'd glue it a little bit and then you'd have a tuck spot to tuck something under. Or you could just leave as is, just for decoration on a page. Just adds a bit of interest, lovely and flat, not going to bulk out your journals. They're the ones with staples, there's nothing really different in it. And obviously the only thing I would add to these is when I know what the theme of the journal is that I'm doing, I would pop a flower, a butterfly, something like that on the top of these, just as a bit of added decoration. So that is those. There's loads of those. I mean, those come up really quick. They hardly use any of your paper. Yeah, really enjoyed that. So that's Tsunami Rose if you want to use her tutorial. And I'm sure there was something else. Oh yeah, a bit of a variation on the theme of these from Junk Journal Treasures is I've made these, which are Papercraft D, I think she was called. Yeah, she was Papercraft D. And this is using scrapbook paper. This you use 2 lots, so like I've used the blue and the spotted, and you fold them in half, link them together, and then obviously that gives you a pocket on the back which you can pop things in. Either if it's in a journal, pop your tags, your journal cards. If it's a gift, you could always put a gift card in there. And also you get your pocket here. I've just put a notch in really. So lovely and flat again, not going to take up any room in your journals. The way I'd probably use these on a journal page would be, I would either clip it on like that, and then you'd have that side which you could use a tuck. This side you'd be tucking in, and then you'd unclip it if you wanted to open it. The other way you could use them, let's pick another one, is say just glue it on a page if the page was a bit wider, and then obviously you've got that for keeping things in. The only thing with that is obviously you'd lose the function of the back pocket, but you know. So they are Papercraft D, I think her name is. This is my favourite one out of these actually. This is for a journal I'm hoping to make soon, which is going to be along the themes of vintage cook recipe book, that sort of thing. So like the strawberries and the red gingham, I just thought that was lovely. So that in a way you see is an inspiration piece for me to get started on that journal. Yeah, really love that. So that is all I've got today, just a few designs using scrapbook papers, which sometimes it's a bit difficult to know how to use in a journal. makes a change from DigiKits really. And obviously all of these things use so little, they're really, you know, an economical way of doing it. So I know that now looks a right mess on there, but I hope that you found something you might want to go and make yourself. That's all for now, and thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.